Hello and welcome to the Indie Sports Network. I'm your host Jewel and welcome to the September edition of our ISN Monthly Highlight. This is a series dedicated to showcasing, highlighting, and singing the praises of the athletes, promotions, and sports within the realm of small business athletics. Before we get started, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and keep up with all ISN content. In a previous edition of our monthly highlights, we took a look at Armored Combat, the combat sport played in knightly armor and weapons of the era of medieval knights. We touched on the sport's origins, including the sports it derives from, one of which being a version that trimmed down on the heavy-plated armor and brute weaponry in favor of fencing with a historical flair. Fencing has been around for longer than the knights, and the skills learned in this deadly practice favored a graceful finesse and protecting your body with your blade, instead of relying on heavy armor to tank your enemy's hits. For the month of September 2022, ISN is proud to present Historical European Martial Arts. HEMA for short. We'll have ISN's good friend on TikTok, Bilal Hanson, explain the history.
So for anyone who's looked at my page and wonders what I do, it's called Historical European Martial Arts, or HEMA for short. So basically 20 years ago, a bunch of guys wanted to know, is there a system for fighting with European swords? So like in Japan you have Kenjutsu, which is a martial art consisting of the most biomechanically efficient ways to wield a katana, to cut with it, to block with it, all that stuff. So is there a similar system for European martial arts? So they went and they found these old manuscripts written by different masters during medieval times, and they read these and recreated the art by interpreting the techniques and then pressure testing them to make sure that they work against a resisting opponent. And that's how they have recreated the old European martial arts called HEMA.
The sport, also known as historical fencing, HEMA's definitions can be very broad both in time and geography, utilizing various kinds of swords and styles in accordance with a set time and location. Falchions, sabers, longswords, rapiers, cutlasses, Viking swords, hilt swords, katanas, and so many other pieces of weaponry could be fitting to certain periods of history. HEMA traditionally uses fencing protective gear rather than bulky armor like its armored combat cousin. Some contests put the same style against each other, while some others turn to a contest of competing styles. Content creators that are associated with HEMA include the Academy of Historical Fencing and Skallagrim on YouTube, as well as Design Cryptid HEMA, False Edge HEMA, robinswords, and Cats and Swords are TikTok HEMA creators. Please be sure to follow these creators' contents, whose links will be in the description of this video. You can find weapons and other HEMA related items on several websites, including Dark Sword Armor, Fates Darmas, the HEMA Shop, Swords Victor, HEMA Supplies, Purple Heart Armory, Black Armory, or you can find independent smiths on Etsy. You can find your local HEMA chapter by going to HEMA Alliance, and you can find additional information there on the sport of historical European martial arts. The links to all these mentioned sites will also be in the description down below. And that will do it for our September edition of ISN's Monthly Highlight. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and I will see you all next time.